What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Thursday, May the 19th, 2022. And in this video, I want to just make sure that I am being as clear as possible. Apparently, and I'll take some blame for this, right? Apparently, there's confusion about what's going on with a platform called HyperOne and the difference between HyperOne and Hyperverse, all right? And I just want to talk about it freely, of course. I saw a video today that was done by one of the other leaders in another group, and those of you that are in that group, you know who I'm talking about, and I'm a day late on that announcement, but I just want to talk just a little bit and make sure I'm extremely clear, as clear as I can possibly be, about where my stance is now and what I was told in this whole process. All right, so before I get started in that, I want to remind all of you that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms. Nothing more and nothing less. If you like this content, though, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't already, make sure you go and hit that notification bell as well. So I had just a few days ago put out a new platform that we were a little bit excited to be a part of, to be quite honest with you. It had come down from the right pipeline. Matter of fact, it had come down from the same pipeline that I just heard an announcement from. So that excited me. So seeing that these people were involved, I won't name drop, but seeing those people were involved excited me. And then on top of that, I started hearing some things along the lines of the leaders in Hyperverse were, or some of them, or one of them, or whatever, right? They were splitting and coming. One was coming and starting another platform, right? And when I went and did some digging on the website, there's a guy named Sam. And apparently, and factually, I'm going to use the word facts, factually, there is a guy named Sam that is meeting with leaders, actually in Dubai, and that is a real thing. HyperOne is actually a real opportunity, so I'm hearing. The difference is it's not associated with Hyperverse at all. It is its own thing. And y'all know me. Listen, we jump into a whole lot of stuff here, BOJ. Those that know me, you already know that. So with this coming down the right pipeline, I was excited to join. Hearing that I was misinformed, right? I decided that I was not going to be a part of it. I said I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to be a part of it. I already created an account. It already shared the link for like a day, and I took it down for the next videos. Now, some of you that don't know how I roll, I don't delete videos because every video I do is a part of my journey. So if something changes in that journey, I do another video. And for those of you that are watching the journey for what it is, it's just a journey, you'll see that. A lot of you watch just to see what the new platforms are and different stuff like that. Of course, you're looking for different things, and I get all that. Trust me, I do. There's a reason why we're doing extremely well in this space. It's because people watch this channel. However, I made the decision that I was not going to be a part of this, because I was under the assumption, and you know what they say about assumptions, so that's on me. I was under the assumption that due to some of the things that are going on in Hyperverse, we all have heard that they're having issues with payments and different things, and they've been migrating to another system. And quite honestly, I was a part of Hyperverse, but I have been locked out of my account since January due to 2FA issues and not being able to get in contact with any support. So with all of those things going on, which are considered red flags in this space, it was the perfect storm for some news like this guy Sam is somehow a part of Hyperverse and has moved over. And that's not the truth. Apparently that's not the truth, what I'm hearing. So listen, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But I wanted to make sure that I addressed that, because hearing this news was also a part of my journey. it may cause me to make a new decision. Now, the decision that I have right now as a part of what my involvement is in HyperOne is, of course, we are not able to make any deposits right now in that platform anyway. I have taken my link down because I have already chosen to not be a part of the journey, to not be a part of the platform, because solely I had found out that it was not the members of Hyperverse. And then, of course, I think to myself, well, I do get involved in things that may not always have a face or all the perfect things that people look at. That's not necessarily me. And in this announcement that I heard, me and this person we're not that far off, right? We're not that far off in our mindset. We're not that far off in our thinking. So I took the announcement, I took the pieces of the announcement that were meant for me and the other parts that was meant for everybody else. Not saying everything, stuff was meant for me, but I heard loud and clear what was being said. And I just wanted to make sure that I was clear on this video. So here's my clear statement. Hyperverse and HyperOne, the only similarities to the two are, in my opinion, the name Hyper, their plans that they pay out, because they're very similar. For those of you that have been in Hyperverse, you know that they pay 0.5% a day or something like that. The fact that they are primarily a passive platform, but they do have an active portion of it. The plans were pretty much a carbon copy of Hyperverse, in my opinion. Now, you guys can go and look at it for yourself if that's what you want to do. I've taken my links down, so you'll probably have to look for another link somewhere else. Because I'm deciding I'm not going to be a part of HyperOne. And I'm just making that decision just because it's too close to Hyperverse in a time where Hyperverse is having its own issues and people are looking. There's a reason why there's so much confusion, because people are looking for this information to figure out, well, what's going on with Hyperverse, because there's issues. And now there's this HyperOne with this Sam guy. And if I might be wrong about this, but I believe there is a Sam that was at the top, one of the leaders in Hyperverse. And I might be wrong. It might be another name. I could be mistaken. And I've been wrong before, and I say this all the time. I'll be wrong again. But I just don't think that there's too many similarities between the two in the plans, in my opinion, in the timing of, with there being so much FUD in the space about Hyperverse, and then this HyperOne thing comes out using the same kind of hyper theme, and it has the same type of plans, and, it's just way too similar for me to feel like it's something that's standing on its own with its own motivations. And I could be wrong. For those of you that decide to join HyperOne, I want you to know that it has nothing to do with Hyperverse, from what I'm hearing. So I want to make sure that's clear. It's its own thing. It's got its own people. It's got its own leaders. It's meeting with people apparently right now in Dubai, or as of yesterday in Dubai. And for those of you that got in, you were able to get in through my link, more power to you. I hope that you find some success in it. And quite frankly, I'll have to check in there, because with the amount of people that joined and the fact that it's on this binary thing, it's going to continue to grow. And I might have to keep talking about it, because quite honestly, and I'll do this, I don't quite care how long this video is. I just want to make sure I'm clear. But I want to check out my Hcash. See if I can find it. The link. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And it had a lot of the stuff I love. It has 2FA. It's got everything that you look for in a platform. So as far as we see in the space, hold on, I got to get my phone now, because my 2FAs are on my phone. For everything that's in the space right now, we see stuff like this all the time. And you guys know we get in these things and we crank them. I don't believe there's anything wrong with doing that at all. But sometimes you make decisions to go left or right. And let me go ahead and share my screen. And I just want to remind you guys, these are just my choices. This is just my journey. I encourage you guys all the time to make your own decisions. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to see this as something that you don't want to do. I'm already in, you know, my upline is in, and they're a part of that other group. So I'm sure as they start sharing their successes or losses or whatever happens, you know, we'll be updated. We'll know about it, and we have a presence in it. And as a matter of fact, on my left team, I have 103 people. On my right team, I have 153. So 153 people were able to get in on both sides. And if people decide to make deposits in this account, I can't stop them from doing that. If they find some other people out here that are saying some good stuff, I can't stop them from doing that. And listen, as a matter of fact, I will actually, if I have things start to happen in this platform, I'll talk about it. I'll come on here and talk about it. But as far as sharing my link on here, I'm not going to do that at this time because of just where I believe I want to stand. I don't see myself joining this platform right now. And you guys can kind of hear the apprehension a little bit in my voice because what this could turn out to be is something that makes money. And of course, if it does make me money, then we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to possibly put my link back up if it's making money because we're in deep already. And if people continue to share this thing, I can't stop them. I can't. That's up to them and what they want for their families and their lives and their goals. And I'm not going to hold anybody from that. So, listen, I want to say, one, I appreciate that everyone watches this channel. And this is a source of information for all of you guys. I really do try the best that I can to bring factual information. I don't want to bring up FUD. That ain't what I'm about. And those that know me, y'all know that that's what I'm about. The person that, you know, made this announcement, and he didn't mention me by name, so I won't mention him. But he doesn't know me, and I don't know him. And he probably knows very little about this channel. But I do understand the influence that I have in this space. And I just want to make sure that I'm very clear. H1 is apparently has nothing to do with Hyperverse. They're two separate things. Until it's proven otherwise, that's what we're going to say here at BOJ. If you're interested in H1, find somebody that's in H1. As a matter of fact, if you guys are that interested, if you've stayed this long, if you're that interested in H1, you have to email me, and I'll send you a link if you really want to dive into this. All right? That's the best I can do. But other than that, I'm not going to have it on the channel. I'm not going to do that. I'll just watch it for now. I'll just be a little stalker. We'll see what happens. I got access to the other group, so I'll be able to be informed about different information. And if this thing rolls out and it's paying and it's having success, there's already a lot of people that are going to possibly experience that success. So I'm not going to hold you back from that. I don't want to stand in the way of that at all because y'all know how I am in this platform space. If it's paying, like the dude said, that's really all we care about. Is it paying? All right, cool. Let's rock and roll. However, there are just some similarities to this and that other company that you cannot deny. No matter how hard you try, you cannot deny that some of these plans are extremely similar. They're using the same type of crypto, HU, all of that different stuff. That's very, very similar. So different plans now. I want to say there's a variety of plans here, but very similar terminology, and who knows? Very, very well could be on the same type of using the same type of technology. Who knows? And let me be clear, as I stop my share, Hyperverse was a successful platform. It, in some regards, is still a successful platform. It's had an amazing run, and it's changed a lot of lives. A lot of people had a great run. But one thing that we know in this space is that there are some platforms out there that will take advantage of a downtime or a negative time, a negative period in a platform, and they'll create things that they hope can steal the attention. But in my eyes, that's not the best intention to have, to just steal attention. And I hope that I'm wrong. Trust me. Y'all know I don't got no problem saying I'll do a video and I'll say for 5 minutes long I was wrong. I will. But that's just where I stand. Just wanted to make sure that I was clear in that. This is a HyperOne video update that I felt like I had to do. And I hope everybody is staying in tune. And of course, this is all just based off my opinion. Some of these things that I'm seeing in here are pretty great opportunities if they pay. So let's see if it pays. If it starts to pay, like I said before, it's not accepting any deposits at the moment. So we're still waiting on that. But Hyperverse and HyperOne are two separate things. This guy, Sam, no affiliation with Hyperverse. He's doing his own thing. It's called HyperOne. He's meeting with leaders around the world. And I don't want there to be confusion. All right? So there we go. All right. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, whether I'm right or I'm wrong, go ahead and hit that notification bell as well. I will see y'all on the next daily video. Peace out, y'all.